This is a tutorial about how to use the basic functions of iMovie to create your own movie. First, we need to open up iMovie. As you can see, I already have it open. So, the next step I need to do is create my own new file, because it's a new project. So I go to New Project, and I'm going to name it iMovie Tutorial. As soon as I create it, it already has saved its project, so it auto saves. So you don't have to worry about saving it from here on forward. I want to show you some basic functions. Right down here in our left hand corner we have a camera here. Now this will allow you to screen capture from your webcam. Now this little swap events button will allow me to switch the top and the bottom, as you see there. It just depends on what you like. I like the preset. This will allow us to change the size of the images or the movie that we drag in, as you see up top there. That'll come into play a little bit later. These other functions aren't very important at this point in time. We have the ability to import sound effects and music using the sounds that are already embedded in this. As you see here, we have all these options. You can also import music from iTunes. Next we have the ability to bring in images, which we're going to do here in a minute. I put these photos into iPhoto first, and I created a iMovie tutorial, and that just helps me create an album for this project. Next we have our titles. Our titles allow us to incorporate words on a blank page, as you can see anywhere. They give you a couple here to choose from. Next we have the ability to transition from image to image and image to video and vice versa and all sorts of things. But you'll see that in a minute. So first I'm actually going to go and import my pictures. All I have to do is pick it up and drag it in. And it gives me that image right there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag in all 4 images at this time. So now that I just imported my 4 images, I can go in and actually click on them. Now that you see this yellow box around it, I can clip it, and what we have here is fit, which gives me the whole image, crop, which allows me to just take a selection of the image, or I can use Ken Burns, and Ken Burns allows me to basically pan from one section to another. So where I see the white start box is where it's going to start, and where I see this red box end, it's going to end. So it's going to pan from green to red, and I can preview it by clicking this little play button. It'll show me what it's going to do. So there you have your iMovie icon. So I like that, so I'm going to say done. Now my second image, I can do the same thing, or I can just fit it. And if I fit it, oh, that's not my second image. There we go. There's my second image. If I say I want to fit it, it's going to be that whole image. It's a still image, so you're not going to be able to see the panning like we did in that previous picture. Alright, next I'll crop this one just so that we can utilize the different functions here. And we'll say we're done with that one. And then my cookies here. I'm going to use the Ken Burns, and I'm going to start with a small spot here. I'm going to start with this one cookie, and then I'm going to have it end being a larger section. So it's going to pan all the way across, as you'll see right here. You get a better image there. Makes it for a still image looking like it's a video. Alright, so I don't want it to just play from image to image. I want to use those transitions they give us. So I'm going to click on my transition. It looks like envelope over here on the right hand side. They give you a selection here. Those obviously are your personal preference which ones to use. I'm just going to drag in a couple here, no particular ones, just to add the effects. Let's go down here. Let's do wipe right. I'm sorry. There. Now, say I want to preview this whole thing. I am going to make sure my marker's here at the beginning, not highlighted that. I'm going to go over here and click play, and it's going to play up in this right hand corner, this preview box. Click play, and as you can see, my first image did not pan correctly, so I need to go back in and fix that. That's why we do these previews before we do anything. I need to click on that again. Ken Burns. I wanted to Ken Burns and I wanted to say done. Maybe that'll work. Now I have this selection highlighted, so I'm just going to hit play and it's only going to play the selected there. There, now it's working. It panned correctly.